Alright, good morning everyone. Today I will presenting some of the most iconic example of Art Deco architecture, a style that emerged in the early 20th century, also known its bold geometry forms, rich material and a blend of traditional craft with industrial inspiration. Let's take a visual journey through some masterpieces from around the world. So the first one is the Palais de Charlotte. It's located at Paris, France, and let's begin with the Palais de Charlotte. It's built for the 1937, and then its exposition international in Paris. And then its design features two sweeping curved wings that create a grand open view, especially of the Eiffel Tower, making it one of the most popular tourist spots in the city. While it embraces the elegance of classical architecture, it also incorporates like symmetry and ornamentation. So for the second building I will present is Buffalo City Hall. It's located at USA, and then it also the one of the tallest municipal buildings in the country. And then it's Buffalo City Hall, right? It's construction using locally sourced materials like Indiana limestone, and it also symbolizes strength and local pride. And it was also one of the first skyscraper in the USA, and then to feature air conditioning, showing how Art Deco wasn't just about art artistic, and it also about a modern innovation. All right, for the third building, right, I will present the Crystal building, which is also located at USA, New York. And then it's moving on to New York. The Crystal building is a shining example of Art Deco futuristic site. For a short time, it was tallest building in the world. Its iconic crown and spire resemble the machine age spirit of the 1920s and 30s, and it was the first skyscraper with a stainless steel exterior, a huge milestone in architecture, right? So for the fourth one, I will start with the Empire State Building. So the Empire State Building also located at USA, New York also. And then it's still in New York. And then we have the legendary Empire State Building. Before the World Trade Center was built, this was the tallest building in the world. Its clean geometric lines, vertical emphasis, and steel and limestone facade scream Art Deco. And it's more than just architecture. This building is just cultural icon that appeared in countless movies and TV shows like Batman, right. Then the last one you I would complete with the artificial Cavana. This building, right, is at Argentina, Buenos Aires. And finally, let's look the edificio Cavana, a bold Art Deco residential skyscraper in Buenos Aires. In 1936, it became the tallest reinforced concrete skyscraper in the world. Its design used advanced engineering for earthquake resistance, making it a technically marvel as well as visual one. It also was a first residential skyscraper in the city, setting the stage for vertical living Argentina. So that's for my part of Art Deco. I will pass it to the next slide. Thank you.
Today, let's explore expressionism in architecture, a movement where form, emotion, and function unite in some of the most visually compelling buildings of early 23rd century. What is Expressionism? The Expressionism in architecture focused on breaking away from traditional style, instead embracing emotional impact instead and dramatic forms and innovation in materials and construction. Let's take a look at 5 key building and architects who exemplify this movement. Alright, the first one we have Hans Polzig's Farben Building 1928 at Frankfurt, Germany. Designed by Hans Polzig, this monumental modernist building was both functional and visually expressive. It stands as a symbol of modern infrastructure where massive form meets clean design. The second one, we have Einstein Tower 1921 at Potsdam, Germany. Okay, next we have Einstein Tower by Heinrich Mendelssohn, a building that blends scientific purpose with artistic vision. Notice the flowing organic shapes and minimal ornamentation that reflects its functional roof roots. Okay, the third one is we have a Schocken department store 1929 at Chemnitz, Germany. Also by Heinrich Mendelssohn, the Schocken department store combines bold aesthetic with functionality. It is a landmark in early modern retail design, characterized by dynamic curves and expressionist energy. Okay. Next, we have Co-Tenem 1928 at Dornach, Switzerland. Okay. The Goetheanum, designed by Rudolf Steiner, is a masterpiece in sculpture and in sculpture architecture. Using reinforced concrete creatively, Steiner aimed to blend art, spirituality, and form, a unique expression of architecture philosophy. And the last one, we have Chiller House, 1924 at Hamburg, Germany. We have the Chiller House by Fritz Holger, a prime example of break expressionism. It merged both artistic vision with practical use of materials. Its sharp, shape-like form makes it instantly iconic. Together, these buildings show how expressionist architects push boundaries using form materials and meaning to shape a new architectural language. Expressionism wasn't just about how building was look. Instead, it was about how they felt.
Let's dive into blobbytecture, a modern architecture style defined by flowing, organic shape that challenge traditional design. It embraces curve, asymmetry, and advanced technology to create innovation from that feel alive. First, de- First design is Guggenheim Museum Bilbo, architect Frank Gehry. Frank Gehry Guggenheim Museum in Bilbo is one of the most iconic examples of blobbytecture. With its asymmetry, sweep shape, and dynamic curve, it creates a visual stunning and futuristic. impression. Advanced digital tools were used to sculpt the complex surface, a true hallmark of blobby texture. Next is the Eden project. Architect Sir Nicholas Grimshaw. Next, the Eden project in the UK by Sir Nicholas Grimshaw. The geodesic domes resemble bubble or core, blending with the natural landscape. And then this project demonstrate how organic design and modern construction can come together to create from that traditional method called achieve. Next is the Beijing National Stadium bird nest. Architect is Herzog and de Meuron. The bird nest stadium is a dynamic structure with irregular flowing metal shape, while its steel framework is complex. It still capture the essence of low architecture through movement and organic design. It perfect example of technology and national inspiring from form. The second last is London Aquatic Centre. Architect is Zaha Hadid. Zaha Hadid London Aquatic Centre use a roof that mimic the movement of water, curving and flowing like a wave. This fluidity um, combined with the absence of straight line capture the sprite of the blobby texture beautiful. Advanced digital design tools were key to shaping its unique form. And last is Heda Elif Center. His architect Zaha Hadid. Also by Zaha Hadid, the Haida Eliver Center is Azerbaijan is a masterpiece of free flowing form. Um, it avoid shape edge completely favoring continuous shaping curve that feel alive and organic. This building embodies both artistic impression and technologically innovation. In essence, architecture redefine how building interact with the space, technology, and emotion, turning rigid structure into living, breathing sculpture.